because we're in governance. So, and the president cannot stop working with him because he has a problem in his party. The president operates like Abraham Lincoln. He's gathering the national consensus. And so if you're indicting the president when you should praise him for working with everybody, then it is disingenuous to the president. In terms of the political party, their problem didn't start after the president became president now. It started a long time ago. In fact, let me tell you, the coalition they are talking about, they are not even going to run on the platform of PDP. You understand? That's why I say it has.
How do you know that?
Are we deaf and dumb? That's why we say it has outlived its usefulness. They are coming together, they want to flow, they want to go to a different political party and the rest, but the Nigerian people are not sleeping because the Nigerian people are simply looking at this individual and saying, are you coming as a new phenomenon? Or is it the gathering of people who left power and they feel the hunger, like somebody who is in drug addiction and suddenly you are trying to get him out of drug. The minute he starts his withdrawal, that withdrawal syndrome will make him, uncomfortable and all kinds of things. That's what is happening. The withdrawal syndrome of power. That is what is happening to them. So, but in life generally, you have to open your eyes to see how you reinvent yourself. You have to see how you become relevant. And in politics, there will come a time in your life when you know you need to move on. Maybe it is not God's will for you to get this, or it's not God's will for you to get this. But why they will not succeed is because their gathering is not about Nigerians. It's a gathering of people to come back and grab power. It's not a gathering with Nigerian in view. If it is a gathering with Nigerian people in mind, they are supposed to be praising the president on policies that is affecting the change in Nigeria. And if they think the president is not doing the right thing, they are supposed to provide what? Alternative. Do they care about the alternative? I mean, the misery and pain of Nigeria is their talking point. The misery and pain of Nigeria is their weapon. They weaponize the situation of the Nigerian people for a political gain. But you see, I have consistently refused to respond to political questions. When it is time, we will be ready for them. Now we are focused on what we are doing to deliver on the promise of the president to the Nigerian people. And we are thankful that these things are beginning to show in every facet of our national life.
Hello, everyone. Well, that's quite an interesting video to watch. And the first thing that I'm going to say is that what a joke. Honestly, what a joke. And I don't blame these people. They know very well that they have very surface thinking kind of citizens. So they are able to do whatever it is that they want to do and get away with it. They know people don't think deeply. And so at any time when they bring this thing up, they will just gaslight and move on. Nigerians are people who would rather blame every other person but themselves and take responsibility. Or it's somebody else's fault that their candidate didn't win. It's somebody else's fault for going out to protest. It's somebody else's fault for making demands for people to be rescued. It's somebody else's fault that they went to go and vote someone. No, it's never their fault that they didn't vote enough or come out enough to get someone into office. It's always somebody else's fault that it wasn't done. And so this gives room for these people to continue to behave the way they are. So, and this whole desperation of trying to give Tinubu a legacy that it's not his, he doesn't have it. You're putting Abraham Lincoln and Tinubu in the same sentence, really? And there's something. So I took notes while he was talking, and first of all is the fact that they know there's a problem in APC, right? Because some of the things, especially when you go for media interview and these journalists are talking, there's this thing they always do to say, oh, it's only Labour Party, they're having this problem. Like, look, all the parties in Nigeria have problems because they have ideological problems. People are there for the wrong reasons. People are there for their own selfish reasons, not necessarily for national reasons. So just hearing him, so just to put that one. And then he asked a question, he said, is it new people? And you give it to him, they aren't really new people. This coalition that is being formed is the same set of politicians. And I don't blame the politicians. And this is what I always say. They put in the work. So whatever they get, we the people are the ones that have not put in the work. You see that we are saying we don't want to do politics, we don't want to run for office, we don't want our whites to be stained, we want to look we are the ones who are upright, we are the ones who are this, so we are not participating in politics. I'm also calling myself out because it's a very selfish reason. And for me, I when I tell people, and then sometimes people want to make you feel as if, oh, you're glamorous, you're refusing to take any appointment, you're refusing to do politics, that means you are this. So I say no. For me, it's a selfish reason. I just don't want. I don't want. How do you it? I just want my freedom. I don't want to be in a place where I'm serving, because leadership is a body. Leadership is not signing wine, except if you are just there for your own personal reason, maybe to loot, steal money, and be popular or whatever. But if you're really there to work, it's a whole lot of work. So that's why a lot of people run away from. But we also, if we're running away from it, and other people are going in, whatever they do, whatever they destroy, they have a right to destroy, because you refuse to do it. We refuse to do it, and they are doing it. And they put in all the work. See now, I've asked this question before. What is the coalition that we all are doing? These people are busy doing coalition. These people are doing so much. We're busy fighting ourselves. We're busy saying who voted who yesterday. We're busy saying, oh, you're supporting this, you're not supporting that. You're busy calling each other. We have this thing when we are calling ourselves out. But when it comes to call out the people who are failing us in our lives, then we begin to have, we begin to mumble. But when we are calling out our fellow citizens, our voices are very, very loud. So that's the question. What is it that the people are doing? And he talked about the fact that the gathering is not about Nigeria. Well, they know he's part of APC. There has been a coalition before in Nigeria. In 2014, is it 2013, 2014? There was a coalition. And this coalition was basically all about how do we take away power from the government of the day that was failing. And so citizens also will be like, and today you see what has happened. That power, they took away the power, and they wasn't. Because at the end of the day, it's not about, the nation. So that's why people are skeptical about any coalition that is going on. And this whole nonsense of, oh, they're praising the Tinubu for reforms. Which reforms? Reforms that have thrown people into suffering. And then in the same breath, he's saying that, oh, the opposition are talking or having joy at the fact that people are suffering. Yeah, people are suffering, and opposition has to talk about it. I don't understand why people feel that they say, oh, they are politicizing. Why wouldn't they politicize it? That's the business of opposition. For you to see the problem and amplify the problem and say to the people, we will do better, we will solve this problem. That's why when people get into office and they begin to blame the administration, I'm like, are you okay? You solved this problem, you say you were going to do it better. So which are you telling people that, oh, it's the administration before that spoiled things, and so you can't do anything? That's the business of opposition. They will see something that is wrong and they will amplify it. If that ends up toppling your government, that's the way it's supposed to be. You also come back in and then do better and do the right thing, so that people don't have any need of voting, voting you out. And then they now talked about the fact that, oh, if they see something that is wrong, they should provide alternative. It's not the business of opposition to provide alternative. It's not. They don't have to provide anything. They don't have any, there's no accountability, whatever, on them to provide anything. It is the government in office that should provide something, especially this one that rigged its way into office. You can't come. You've subverted the people's mandate and will. You've taken everything away, and then you're gaslighting them and saying, oh, provide solution. That's the same thing also where they do. If you're holding them accountable, they'll be telling you as a citizen, and what solutions have you proffered? Me, I don't take that anymore from journalists. If you start with that nonsense with you, I will take you on. Like, no, it's not my business to proffer solution. I'm not here. Go on. Have you sat down with any of these people who are destroying our lives and our country? What solution have they proffered? It's on citizens that we ask, or opposition. It's crazy, man. Thank you for watching.